What's buzzing in the tech world? Get ready for a lightning round of breakthroughs that are shaping our future. First up, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co just dropped some jaw-dropping August revenue numbers, a massive 34% jump. Next, we're heading back to TSMC. But this time, it's all about their strategic pivot, turning legacy fabs into a powerhouse for EUV pellicle production, signaling a bold new direction in chipmaking. Then, get ready for some industry-shaking insights, as TSMC's own Cliff Hu and Jim Keller champion the future of Moore's Law at SEMICON Taiwan, rallying behind what they call Moore's Law 2. And finally, the demand for AI chips has TSMC so overwhelmed, they're accelerating production plans by up to a year. You won't believe the pressure they're under. All this and more, right here on Qualcomm Pulse. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co. just shattered expectations with a staggering 34% surge in August revenue, signaling an unyielding global appetite for the most advanced AI silicon. This powerhouse reported sales of $335.8 billion, significantly outpacing the roughly 25% increase analysts were anticipating for the September quarter. As the primary manufacturer behind NVIDIA's crucial AI accelerators, TSMC stands as a monumental beneficiary of the post-ChatGPT artificial intelligence revolution. Their pivotal role in producing these cutting-edge chips, alongside advanced components for devices like Apple's iPhones, cements their status in the industry. This sustained growth strongly supports investor confidence in the ongoing AI spending boom, fueled by the technology's rapidly expanding adoption across the board. The market reacted positively, with companies like Oracle seeing their shares soar to record highs on optimistic cloud business outlooks, further igniting hopes for accelerated AI infrastructure development. Just last week, Broadcom Inc. also saw its stock climb following reports of securing over $10 billion in chip orders developed in collaboration with OpenAI, underscoring the immense momentum in AI. Don't go anywhere, because the next story reveals a surprising new strategy TSMC is employing in their chip-making facilities. Get ready to hear how they're transforming legacy operations to meet future demands. In a surprising strategic move, TSMC is reportedly repurposing its legacy fabrication plants, specifically turning them into EUV pellicle powerhouses, marking a significant new frontier in the highly competitive chip-making landscape. This development comes as the company plans to exit gallium nitride foundry operations within the next 2 years, ceasing production at its 6-inch Fab 2 in Hsinchu Science Park. Furthermore, TSMC is set to consolidate its 3 8-inch fabs, Fab 3, Fab 5, and others, into a more streamlined operation. This strategic shift suggests a focused effort on areas where TSMC can maintain its leading edge and maximize efficiency. The industry is watching closely to see how this reallocation of resources will impact production capabilities and supply chain dynamics for next-generation semiconductor technologies. But the innovation doesn't stop there. We're about to explore how two industry titans are pushing back against the idea that Moore's Law is dead, championing a bold new vision for its future. At the prestigious SEMICON Taiwan event, two of the semiconductor industry's most influential figures, TSMC's Cliff Hu and the legendary Jim Keller, have passionately advocated for the continued relevance and evolution of Moore's Law. In a compelling fireside chat, they directly challenged the prevailing narrative that Moore's Law has reached its limit. Instead, they rallied behind the concept of Moore's Law 2, suggesting that innovation in semiconductor technology will continue at an unprecedented pace through new approaches and architectures. Their endorsement signals a strong industry belief in overcoming current challenges and finding new pathways for exponential growth in computing power. This perspective offers significant optimism for the future of technology development, promising continued advancements in chip performance and efficiency for years to come. And speaking of overwhelming demand, our next story reveals just how intense the pressure is on TSMC, forcing them to make drastic changes to their production schedule. The demand for artificial intelligence chips has surged to unprecedented levels, leaving the world's largest semiconductor manufacturer, TSMC, completely overwhelmed and forcing them to accelerate their production plans by as much as a year. This immense pressure stems from their critical role as the primary supplier for these AI powerhouses, with advanced packaging technologies like CoWoS and SoIC emerging as significant bottlenecks. Customers, unwilling to endure lengthy waits, have compelled TSMC to drastically adjust its roadmap to meet promised deadlines. The vice president of TSMC's Advanced Packaging Division highlighted that the traditional gradual expansion of production is no longer feasible, necessitating the earlier installation of new production lines, often a year ahead of schedule. This accelerated approach requires substantial upfront investment in equipment and securing supplies to lock in future capacity, potentially impacting short-term pricing. To address this, TSMC has also launched the 3DIC Advanced Packaging Manufacturing Alliance with key industry players like ASE Technology, aiming to diversify the supply chain and bolster packaging capacity. The relentless pace of AI, exemplified by NVIDIA's rapid GPU architecture cycles like Blackwell Ultra and Rubin, places immense strain on partners like TSMC. While Taiwan remains the hub, TSMC is also planning U.S. facilities, though Taiwanese suppliers are currently shouldering the bulk of this industry explosion. That's all the news for today, but stick around for a rapid-fire recap of these massive tech stories and our full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's Qualcomm Pulse. We saw Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co post a massive 34% revenue jump, signaling booming AI demand. Then, TSMC's strategic pivot to turn legacy fabs into EUV pellicle powerhouses. We heard from TSMC's Cliff Hu and Jim Keller championing Moore's Law 2 at SEMICON Taiwan. And finally, the insane demand for AI chips is forcing TSMC to accelerate production plans by up to a year. You don't want to miss what's next, so make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, leave a comment telling us what you think, and follow us on all our social channels. We'll see you in the next one.